Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I have another fashion video for you today. I'm going to be talking about one of the really popular pieces of the season, and that is a bias cut skirt. So mine is right here. They have been really popular. They're all over Instagram. They're in all the stores. They're in the online catalogs, and I am loving these. They are very classic, but at the same time they seem very new and modern, especially when they are done in this satin. So before we begin, I just want to talk a little bit about what a bias cut skirt is, and I have some tips for you as far as what kind to buy. So what is a bias cut skirt? Well, basically, you know that when fabric is woven, there are threads that go horizontally, and then there are threads that go vertically, and that's what makes the fabric. So when you are cutting out a pattern piece for a garment, you usually square it off with either the vertical or the horizontal threads. When you are doing a bias cut skirt, you're actually cutting it at an angle, a 45-degree angle, so that the weave is going to be diagonal, and that is what makes that skirt have that beautiful flow at the bottom. It also makes it fit very well, so it really is a beautiful, flattering, figure-hugging type of skirt. Okay, so my two biggest tips for you guys when you are buying a bias cut skirt is the first one, to be mindful of the waistband. So this one is a full elastic waistband. I'm going to take it off the hanger so you can see. This one is from Vince, by the way. And it has this really nice flat elastic on it, but that is the only entry into the skirt. So if you have, or if you're buying a skirt like that, I would highly recommend that you size up. Normally I take a size 2, but I went with a 4 in this one because it doesn't really stretch that much. It's not one of those gathered, squished together kind of elastics. It's actually very flat, and because of that reason it really doesn't have a whole lot of give, which is why I went up a size. I also didn't want it to cling too tightly in the hip area, and so for an elastic skirt, I think it'd probably be best if you look into going up a size. Now, if there's a zipper on the side, usually there's a zipper either on the side seam or with Alice and Olivia skirts, for example, they have a zipper in the back, and that might make it a little bit easier to get on and off, in which case you may not have to size up. My second and probably my most important tip when buying a bias cut skirt is to take a look at the seams. So I have a picture here of the seams of this skirt, and I'll hold them up for you. They are very straight and beautifully sewn. These skirts come in all different price points. I've seen them in Target for under $25, and I've seen them upwards of $400 or $500, and probably even more expensive for the ultra designers. But no matter what price you pay, you want to make sure that you're not getting this right here. Okay, so you see that puckering in the side seam? That is a flaw within the construction of the skirt. So you cannot iron that out. You can't press it out. You can't steam it out. It's not going to go away. What probably happened is when they were sewing the skirt seams together, they pulled the fabric a little bit too tightly, and then when it contracted, it created those puckers, and you just can't get rid of them. They're not going to go away. So make sure that when you're buying your bias cut skirt that you check the seams carefully, because if it looks like that, it's not going to lay right, it's going to look cheap, and it's just not going to be the look that you're going for. So be mindful of that. Okay, now I'm going to get into the styling. So the first outfit I have is a really casual look that is everywhere with sneakers and a top. I have opted for a white sweatshirt, but it's not like a typical sweatshirt. It has a nice open neckline to make it a little bit more modern, and it also, instead of having a gathered waistband, it has a high-low waistband, which I have tucked half of it into the front of the skirt. And then of course I have paired it with some sneakers. In this case they are my Golden Goose sneakers. And when you are wearing sneakers and a longer skirt like this, the sneakers can tend to pull you down because they are a little bit of a heavy shoe, and unless you're very, very tall and lean, it's just naturally going to make you shorter. So even though all the models are showing this look, you want to be careful when you are putting it together. It is very comfortable. However, you want to make sure that you got that waistband or that waistline accentuated so that it gives you a little bit of a shape, kind of boosts the eye up just a little bit to your waistline rather than down to the ground, and in that case making you feel and look a little bit shorter. So just be mindful of that. This is a very young look in my opinion, so I would definitely dress it up with some young, chunky accessories, cute little backpack or something like that, just to keep the mood and make it look a little bit younger and fresher. Okay, my next look is one that I have already shown in a previous video. I love this look so much, I am recycling it. Basically, I took my coated denim jacket from White House Black Market. I have on a beautiful Ted Baker t-shirt, which has all the same types of tones and colors that this skirt does. And then I paired it with the classic Pigalle pumps from Christian Louboutin, and I have it with my Speedy bag. So for me, this is an excellent work outfit. It looks very professional, but also because of the bias cut skirt in this new satin, it does look very modern and up to date. My next look would be a going out look. I've got it paired with some Stuart Weitzman sandals, and also just a simple little camisole top. Now the camisole is satin as well, but you notice I chose blue because I like the contrast with the rusty red color, and then a neutral shoe and a neutral bag. This is a very easy outfit. If you're going to any weddings this summer, you could definitely wear something like this. Really easy, really comfortable and cool, but also because this bias cut skirt is so popular, it just makes it look a little more modern. And my last outfit is probably my favorite outfit. So I have some peep toe booties that I got them last year around this time. I think I bought them at like the end of February, early March. And I never got to wear them because it was right before we went into quarantine with the pandemic, and there was just nowhere to wear such a shoe. So they've been sitting in my closet. I pulled them out and tried them with this skirt, and I absolutely love this look. And I think the perfect combination is with the denim jacket. Now this jacket that I have is an old one from Old Navy, very classic. Gosh, I've had it for probably 8 years or more, but it never goes out of style, and it's a really great piece. And I've just paired it with a simple t-shirt. This t-shirt has some rhinestones around the collar just to dress it up a little bit. And then one of my favorite bags to go with denim is my Gucci Soho Disco. And I love this look. I think actually I'm probably gonna wear it today because I'm super excited about how it feels. It's very comfortable and it looks really nice and really pulled together and fashionable and spring-like. And since we're almost getting into spring here where I live, I can't wait to wear this out, especially wear those boots that have been sitting in my closet for an entire year. So that is it for my video today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them down below. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I will link what I can as far as the outfits go down below. And thank you so much again for watching. I will see you in my next video. Take care.